So ain't nobody gonna perform for Donald Trump, huh? Which one of you jigaboo ass niggas gonna be the first one to do it? I'm waiting. I'm gonna roast the fuck out one of you Uncle Tom ass niggas for doing it. Which one of you niggas gonna do it first? Osby's the one that performs for himself.
A few moments later.
The story I come to bring y'all today, though, is about how the culture right now is trying to cancel Snoop Dogg, right? I don't know how old Snoop Dogg is right now. I'm feeling like he got to be in his mid to late 50s at this point. Maybe he's hit 60. I don't think he's hit 60, but probably later 50s, right? And Snoop Dogg, as we know it, right? He is the most famous Crip, the biggest Crip, right? But Snoop Dogg is facing a lot of backlash today and over the weekend after Snoop Dogg went against his morals and his values for a jelly roll. Snoop Dogg sold his soul for a jelly roll. He got paid by Trump to show up at his inaugurational crypto ball, which he can be seen throwing up the C and all that type of shit, you know what I mean?
Crypto, see? They let a real Crip up in the crypto ball. Ooh. Bang, bang.
Right, as long as you get paid, you can throw up that C, right? Right price, anybody can throw up the C, right? So now we got Snoop Dogg at this inaugurational ball playing nothing but a G thing and all these songs that go to his gangster type of movement over the years for all these fucking old white people at the inaugurational crypto ball that the crypto industry put on for Donald Trump. So why is this such an outrage? Or why are people so mad? Because I mean, he's not the only rapper that showed up, right? Nelly was there. Officer Ricky, all the motherfuckers that we know, big names, any entertainer that can be bought was basically there to show their support for Trump and crypto, right? Now, we know that Snoop, though, has always talked bad about Trump, though, right? I mean, we could go back years on top of years on top of years. I mean, he was on Kanye about it, the whole nine, right? So
get mad at me when I talk bad about him, but I think it's safe to say most people in our culture do not.
Well,
rock
you need
with
to
Donald
know
Trump.
that. You need to know that a lot of your fans is racist. Ain't no fucking way around. Don't even try to put no.
I don't even want to put anything around it.
I do. I don't give a fuck. I tell them straight up, motherfucker. If you like that nigga, you motherfucking racist. Fuck you and fuck him. Now what?
All right.
Draw the line, nigga. He drew the lines.
Exactly.
He drew the motherfucking lines. Before him, there were no lines. Everybody was everybody. We respected everything. We didn't trip. But nigga, when you drew the line, nigga, start pointing motherfuckers out and saying, nigga, fuck y'all then, nigga.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
You and them.
If you're just tuning in, we're talking
Kanye
about
too,
Donald Trump.
nigga. Don't forget about him too. Fuck you too.
Well, this is what I was going to say about that. I was going to bring...
the kicker now is the motherfucker went against everything he said. And not to mention, though, in one of the videos that has resurfaced, he calling whoever is going to perform at the inaugurational ball for the first term for Trump jigaboos, all right? He calling his own people, right? He calling them sellouts, jigaboos, and all this shit, right? But here is this motherfucking Snoop, as we know it, playing nothing but a G thing and all this other shit at the Trump inaugurational ball. Now, of course, he's gonna get a gang of backlash, right? You're gonna get backlash, but fans and supporters and the internet period is calling to cancel this motherfucker. They said cancel Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg need to be canceled. Finally, at this old age, we're going to cancel him because he went against what he said in his morals and ethics. But what people don't realize is Snoop is an entertainer. Snoop has been bought a long time ago. Snoop for the right price. I mean, like, money, the motherfucker would do anything possible for some money, right? We would think Snoop is so rich by now, he'd be morals intact, you know what I mean? Standing on principle, the whole nine, but hell nah, he needed some Trump coin. He needed some Trump coin crypto. He wanted a meme, he wanted part of a meme coin so bad that he traded off his morals and principles in front of his whole following. And what does Snoop say to this after he receives the backlash? Does he take accountability? Does he say sorry to his people that he called jigaboos and things of that nature, you know what I mean? Sellouts, everything. Nah, he deflects from it, right? Of course, he deflects. He posts a picture on Instagram of two big ass nuts. These nuts, you know, a motherfucker post this shit right here. So he's basically saying, fuck all y'all, because he lost X amount of followers, huge amount, and motherfuckers all throughout all his comments. We can look at the comments and see that, man, every single post, I don't know if they using bots. I don't know if these really is real people just trolling the shit out this motherfucker, but they are flaming this motherfucker to a 10th power in every single post he got. Will this shit last? I don't know, but we know Snoop has been, you know, quite the guy when it comes to being vocal about his distaste for Trump, right? And here he is being bent over, right? He bent down and kissed the ring, though. Like in The Godfather, he bent down and kissed that man's ring. You know, they know Trump about to be back in power and they want to be in good favor with him, right? And, you know, once again, any entertainer can be bought. That's what they do. Entertainers have been doing that forever. They bend over for whatever price. That's what they do. They entertain. While everyone is flaming Snoop Dogg for this right here, for going against the morals and values with Trump, let's not forget, though, how Snoop Dogg did Tookie Williams, right? Let's not forget that Tookie Williams, the originator, the founder of the Crips, of one of the original Crip gangs, Snoop Dogg was real good friends with him. Do you think Snoop Dogg continue to push the narrative that Tookie Williams wanted upon his death? Fuck no. Tookie Williams really died in vain, though. Nobody upheld Tookie Williams for who he was when he died. They upheld him for who he was when he was on the streets. And we know that he renounced Crippin, though. We know Tookie Williams, that in his final days, he was working to prevent kids and gangs. And man, the man was writing children's books. The man was a Nobel Peace Prize winner. And he was in constant communication with Snoop Dogg up until his execution, right? Now, do you think Snoop Dogg stood true to Tookie Williams in the narrative that Tookie Williams had going to his grave? Fuck no. What Snoop Dogg did is he took that Crippin and went even more mainstream with it, right? Blue carpet treatment. He came out with more and more songs dedicated to making Crippin famous and pushing the narrative of gangsterism and gangsters, right? Now, once again, the narrative of gangsterism, we all know don't go no. Ain't nobody won from that. Ain't no big homies, no OGs. Nobody has won out of Crippin and blood, and still ain't nobody winning. All that shit is doing right now is taking away from the communities where this shit is really fostered and grows at. You know what I mean? Real shit. And don't get me wrong, like I know a lot of gangster motherfuckers, and they some solid individuals, but they misled and misunderstood in a lot of areas, and they still learning. And life is teaching motherfuckers on their own time. God's working on his own time, but yet the narrative that the founder of the Crips, right, changed his whole ideal outlook, whole energy, spirit, whole nine, went to the grave in vain, because ain't nobody pick up where Tookie Williams left. And you think as much notoriety and tributes and all the shit Snoop Dogg done got from Tookie Williams that he would have followed in suit to what Tookie Williams was pushing. But nah, it was too profitable to sell that deception and that falsehoods to the world at large for him to go with the truth that Tookie Williams had upon his death. But will Snoop Dogg be canceled behind this? Fuck no, probably not. You know, motherfuckers is gonna ride his coattail, and you know he's one of the biggest celebrities that's out there, especially when it comes to the culture. You know what I mean? But in my eyes, this is another OG in the game going out bad. We've been seeing OGs in the game go out bad for a long time. You know, I don't put no trust in none of these entertainers. These rappers are cappers. Y'all already know rappers been lying to you. They leading you down the motherfucking wrong way, but that's a whole nother story, a whole nother video like this one right here. Y'all go peep that one out. That's 100 million facts right there. But at the end of the day, the culture is acting like they gonna cancel Snoop. Are y'all gonna cancel Snoop? I don't really fuck with Snoop as it is right now anyway. You know what I mean? I might listen, like the other day I was listening to that Murder Was the Case soundtrack. That's probably one of the best soundtracks next to that Above the Rim soundtrack. But outside of that, like the music he came out with recently and shit like that, I couldn't even, I'm not even trying to dial into the shit. Shit look like some bullshit already. And I surely don't want to hear no 50-year-old man talking about gang banging, crip walking, and doing all that shit at this point in the game. Hell nah. If you that old still pushing that shit, and I know you're not living it, I know you're not in the street like that, man, I'm not gonna entertain it. This shit is phony. It's phony. It's fake. But at the end of the day, a lot of motherfuckers will entertain it because it is entertainment, right? It's to entertain, right? It's to keep your attention. It's to grab your ear. But a lot of motherfuckers is misled. You know what I mean? And they living in a bubble. But I ain't gonna turn this video into too much of a rant. I just want to put my 2 cents on the Snoop Dogg shit being canceled and all that shit right there. Y'all let me know what y'all think down there. Hit the like if you made it this far in the video, and I'm back around on the next round.
The big homies lie. That's a Figaro fact. The Figaro fact about that is this. Let me give you a straight, let me give you a straight example. Every day from a kid, and all the members know this, and even civilians. Every day from a kid, your big homie, as soon as you get put on your hood, your big homie gonna say, man, you see this person, these enemies, nigga, on sight. Get up on them. And he breathing on you, he telling that, he putting that in your head every day. He putting that in your head every day. Get on him, get on him, get on him. So you all you think is you get on enemies, you get on enemies. You see, you would end up getting up on an enemy in front of their mama and sisters and kids. It's so deep because the big homie said it, the big homie said it, the big homie said it. So for 17 years, 18 years, the big homie said it. Boom, boom. So you doing whatever the big homie saying. Till you find out that they lied. Till you find out that the big homies ain't the big homies. Same people that's telling you to do shit probably ain't never did shit. Only out of 5 of them, 2 of them then did something. The other ones, they finesse their way to be around and calling themselves the big homies because they got a stupid young person that's doing it. Like I was on everything.